Welcome back to the Department of Mysteries, your ultimate archive for the hidden secrets of the wizarding world. If you have only watched the films, you know the names written on the Marauders map. But the movies completely hid the most tragic, brilliant, and dangerous backstory in the entire franchise. Who were the four boys who signed that parchment? How did they break the laws of magic before they even graduated? Today, we are unlocking the restricted files. This is the complete, uninterrupted narrative audiobook history of the Marauders. Don't forget to subscribe to the Department of Mysteries as we step through the veil and travel back to Hogwarts in 1971. The Curse of Remus Lupin. Our story begins in the dark, long before the map was ever imagined. When Remus Lupin was just a small boy, he was attacked by the vicious werewolf Fenrir Greyback. The bite changed him forever, infecting him with lycanthropy. In those days, being a werewolf meant total exile from society. Remus's parents assumed he would never be allowed to attend school. But when Albus Dumbledore became headmaster of Hogwarts, he made a secret arrangement. To keep Remus safe, Dumbledore planted the dangerous Whomping Willow on the school grounds. Beneath its roots lay a secret tunnel leading straight to an isolated house in Hogsmeade Village, the Shrieking Shack. Every month, as the full moon rose, Madame Pomfrey would escort young Remus to the tunnel. Alone in the shack, the terrified young boy would transform into a monster, biting and scratching himself in pain. The villagers heard the horrifying howls and assumed the house was severely haunted, and thus the legend of the Shrieking Shack was born. The Unbreakable Brotherhood. When Remus started his first year in Gryffindor, he was deeply quiet, constantly making up excuses for his monthly disappearances. He claimed his mother was ill, or that he was sickly. But you cannot keep secrets for long when you share a dormitory with three exceptionally brilliant, mischievous boys. James Potter was a wealthy, highly talented chaser on the Quidditch team. Sirius Black was a handsome rebel, the only member of his dark, pure-blood family to break tradition and join Gryffindor. And Peter Pettigrew was a small, insecure boy who worshipped his charismatic friends. By their second year, James and Sirius put the pieces together. They noticed that Remus's illnesses always aligned perfectly with the lunar calendar. But instead of fearing him, instead of abandoning him to his curse, they made a silent pact. They decided to do something completely illegal and incredibly dangerous to ensure their friend would never have to suffer alone again. Mastering the Animagus magic. To legally become an Animagus, a wizard who can transform into an animal at will, takes years of advanced ministry training. Doing it secretly as a teenager is nearly impossible. One mistake can leave a wizard permanently mutated into a half-human, half-beast monstrosity. For 3 agonizing years, James, Sirius, and Peter studied the restricted arts in secret. The process required holding a single mandrake leaf in one's mouth for an entire month without swallowing it, capturing the leaf in a crystal vial under the rays of a full moon, and drinking a complex potion during a severe lightning storm. Finally, in their 5th year, they succeeded. Because werewolves are only a danger to humans, Remus's friends were completely safe around him in their animal states. They chose forms that matched their personalities and gave each other their legendary names. Moony, Remus Lupin, the tortured werewolf. Padfoot, Sirius Black, who became a massive bear-like black dog, strong enough to keep a werewolf in check. Prongs, James Potter, who transformed into a majestic, towering stag, whose large antlers could physically restrain the beast if it grew violent. Wormtail, Peter Pettigrew, who became a tiny rat, small enough to dodge the Whomping Willow's thrashing branches and press the secret wooden knot at its base to freeze the tree. The creation of the map. Every full moon, the castle doors would slip open, and the 4 beasts would run wild into the night. Under the safety of their animal skins, they explored every single hidden passage, secret corridor, and hidden chamber in Hogwarts. They ran through the forbidden forest, outsmarting the centaurs and dancing beneath the moon. They possessed more knowledge of the school grounds than even the caretaker, Argus Filch. To preserve their legacy before they graduated, James and Sirius used advanced charms to create a magical parchment. They enchanted it to trace the ink footsteps of every living soul inside the castle, tracking them in real time. They sealed it with a password, ensuring that only true troublemakers could ever read it, dedicating it proudly to the next generation of rule breakers. The parchment reads Mischief Managed, but the real story of the Marauders is one of deep loyalty, incredible genius, and ultimate tragic betrayal. Which of the four Marauders is your absolute favorite? Let us know in the comments below. If you want to unlock more classified histories and hidden lore from the wizarding world, make sure to like this video, hit that notification bell, and subscribe to the Department of Mysteries. Until next time, Mischief Managed.